out of all the Greek gods, Hades may carry the burden of every soul to ever pass through the underworld, but also the burden of misconception. Ironic, a god of this caliber thriving underneath our feet. Hades sees life for the first time when his father Cronus spits up the king of the underworld, along with Poseidon, Hera, Demeter, and Hestia. Led by Zeus, a revolution begins.
Clarity, infirmary, it's like I'm born again. A brother reaches out, a lifelong friend. He tells us
we must stand united while we suffer, take for granted.
The titans are the sorrow we must read.
Our destiny's still ours to claim. Don't live in the past, don't be the same. We've put our first remark, it's time to leave.
Before we witness moonlight, we are thrown into a fire. What's the point of fighting if we face eternal night?
I'm sorry that your birth is bathed in blood, but now we'll drown these brutes with a flood. Exclaim and reclaim the Cyclops grants us strength, we must not comply. We will be known, gods on the throne, brothers and sisters never to die. So please stand with me now and claim our father's final goodbye.
So blinded by the moon, we forget about the stars. Were we in a prison before he set the bars? Who would rule over the skies, over the seas, over the land below? And who would be the one to tell us what to do and where to go?
The divine birthright obligated them to split the cosmos amongst themselves. The three sons of Cronus would have their territory decided by the fates.
The burden of leadership, I will gladly accept it.
The strength of the oceans, I will gladly accept it.
The might of the underworld, I will gladly accept it.
The times of the Titans are over, and a new era begins with the Olympians. Gazing upon his new domain, the king of the underworld could not help but feel ambivalence. Every soul, that includes you and I, will someday rest within his domain.
Castles of gold, the story has been told. Lock myself within. I fear it's getting old. Open up, be bold. I have no next of kin, and I was meant to do the unthinkable, the impossible. And I should have maintained everything and anything. and shadows I will stay around without a day. Will imagine I've never been. Welcome her home, in a place where she'll belong. A Sahara storm she met. The seas run out of foam, 'cause no one wants to go to take that extra step. And we were meant to do the unthinkable, the impossible.
Establishes the realm of the underworld. The three judges, sons of Zeus, will determine who goes where. This is a complicated system to explain, so I'll let these four gentlemen show you instead. Boys, take it away.
Assemble the judges, half of six, then let the souls run through the river Stix. They ask me how I do it, they say Hades, how? We're in the underworld now. We're in the underworld now.
After the sisters, they spin their thread. Finite time, I promise that you will be dead. My ruling is fair, let me get you square. I judge you based on how the hell you have behaved up there. You're in the underworld now.
You're in the underworld now.
You're in the underworld now. You're in the underworld now.
You're in the underworld now.
You're in the underworld now. Alright, I'm not just telling them how to proceed. If you paid your ticket for the ferryman, you gotta pay for his labor, or he won't be a phantasm. So if I see that you've already caused pain, you can pray to your gods, 'cause it is all in vain. You're in the underworld now.
You'll be praying alone.
They can't help you now.
They can't help you now.
We're in the underworld now.
We're in the underworld now.
If they won't shut up, I'll step in. They require a voice, a reason, the one that I must inspire. Maybe you were a king or treated like a worm. I'll make the last decision when the court is adjourned. We're in the underworld now.
You're in the underworld now. You're in the underworld now.
You're in the underworld now.
You're in the underworld now. You're in the underworld now.
Up above, under blue skies, a beautiful goddess tends to the flowers in her mother's garden. This chapter of the stories is the most discussed one when it comes to Hades. Was she a flower that just got picked? You tell me.
An orchid for my mother, who did blossom when I appeared. As the seasons change like winds when I'm alone, my innocence is guarded, yet my dad
has me discarded. That's why a mother's love's my sword and shield. Why am I frozen in place at a crossroads? Am I a disgrace? Why do I feel the way that I do? Is it true? Am I at a crossroads? Am I at a crossroads? History, remember me as a flower field who just got picked. Will they idolize or sympathize? I don't know if I love my life. Oh guys, oh guys, oh guys, I feel like I'm trapped. I feel like I'm frozen. I feel like I'll never be the chosen. I'll never be the one to take a stand. Why am I frozen in place at a crossroads? Am I a disgrace? Why do I feel the way that I do? Is it true? Am I at a crossroads? Am I at a
Maiden, bring me the light that my underworld cannot fathom. Be my dream and drowning souls. Haven't have you changed the rules? And now you're mine. I ask of you, be true. Will you reflect me and who I am inside this fiery shell of chaos, bound by rivers and surfaces painted with sins of past? Tell me it never lasts. So will you be my Persephone? My Persephone.
King of night, please don't forget, Stix can offer you reflection. Shadows still have arms to hold. Death is plenty to grow old. With starry-eyed as you may feel, I'll be your queen, not some ideal. For beauty shackled me above. Down here I'd like to build a love. glass bound by rivers and surfaces painted with sins of the past. Only you and I can truly make it last. Just keep me free, and I will be Persephone. It turned Persephone.
So will you be mine? Persephone.
There are always more sides to the story. Not everyone considers the story of Hades and Persephone a happy ending.
A child that loses their parent is an orphan. A spouse that loses their love is a widow. You may have gained a husband, but I am left here in the shadow. There is no name for a mother losing a child, but there is a name for a God who keeps running wild. I will break through the realm till there's nothing but pain. The meter, they say, why sinners Spain? But the bastards and cheaters, they all fight to gain. My Persephone is not to claim. He defiled her, he stole her, he gave her no choice. How are you all okay with this? I beg you, please hear my voice. I will not be convinced, I will not stand here flinched. The fates scream for vengeance while I barely pinched. There is no name for a mother losing her child, but there is a name for a God who's running wild. But the bastards and cheaters, they all fight again. My Persephone is not his to claim.
She will reflect me and who I am inside this eerie shell of chaos, bound by
Eternal winter crops are dying. Goddess of harvest, hear them cry.
Let them rot, God of thunder. If I'm not mistaken, that's what you told me when my daughter was taken.
The king and the queen of Hades below knew what it meant when Zeus here was to throw. For Cor knew deep down she missed her mom, but also loved
Yet there